Happy Sunday, friends. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Let me know if you can hear me and see me and all those things. We're going to be doing some readings with the Oracle Garden today. So that's where I throw crystals into or onto the cloth. For those of you that don't know. Get myself situated and organized. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. Hi, Anita. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. I'm trying to get my cloth organized, and it's giving me issues. All right. Hi, Teresa. How are you, my friend? Happy Sunday. It is a hot, humid, and kind of gloomy day here, friends. It's supposed to rain for the next 6 days. Yay. So, welcome to June, to the month of June. We're going to be doing some garden readings today, as I said, with the Oracle Garden. So, put in the comments if you would like a reading. We'll try to do as many as we can. Got the sheet ready. I'm ready to go. So for those of you that don't know, the Oracle Garden is when I toss crystals into the cloth. And once we get some questions going, I will put the camera on the cloth so you guys can see it. We use these stones here. We have our amethyst, our calcite, our orange calcite, our pyrite, our fuchsite, and our sodalite. And they go into the garden, and that's how we get the reading. So far we have 2 people here. Oh, hi, Star. I'm happy to do that for you, love. Happy to do that for you. All right. We'll start with Star. So I'm going to turn my camera onto the table. Bear with me here for a second while we get ourselves organized. And here we go. Okay. Let me just adjust the, whoops, sorry about that. Let me just adjust that ever so slightly. Okay. So, Star wants to know what is coming up for June for her. What can you tell us, Spirit? What's coming up for Star for the month of June? All right. So I used my trusty sheet here, and we are going to start with your pyrite, which is your grounding that is in the element of fire. Okay. And so what we have here for your grounding is clarification comes from dealing with your past. Okay. Now we're going to move on to your amethyst. Your amethyst is your spirit, and it is in the element of water. Transmutation is completed. So it sounds to me like you've been doing some releasing, some letting go types of things whether you've been meditating or journaling or just doing some releasing. And the month of June, it looks like some things are going to be sort of taken away, right? You're going to feel a release, which is beautiful. Moving on to your sodalite, which is also in the element of water. Your sodalite is your clarity. You have the clarity that you need. Follow one of the paths and use your life force to resolve your situations. So it sounds like what's happening in the month of June, like I said, is some clarity is coming, which is a beautiful thing, right? Your orange calcite is in the element of air, and your orange calcite represents your mind. And thoughts are all important. So I feel like as this clarity comes, so I would suggest doing lots of journaling, lots of meditating. And as this clarity comes, things are going to become clearer. It's like literally you're going to start to see the forest or the trees through the forest, if you know what I'm saying. Lastly, we have your fuchsite, which represents your body, and that's in the future. And that says, if I can find it here, will physically appear in the future. So I feel like in the month of June for you, as you sort of ground yourself with this meditation and this journaling, you're releasing whatever you may have been holding on to, whether you're aware of it or you're not. And as you do that, your clarity is increased. Things become just more, right? You can see things better. You can understand things better. There's a little bit of pep put in your step. And I feel like your body sort of follows suit with your mind, right? I feel like there's some what's the word that I'm looking for? Like there's a physical embrace of the mental clarity, right? Literally put some pep in your step. So that's what I feel, or that's what I get for you, Star. I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates. Thank you for being here, and thank you for asking the question. Appreciate that. All right. Does anybody else want a reading? I've got 4 people here. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you guys want a reading. You're welcome, Star. Hi, Jessica. Good to see you, my friend. We're doing Oracle readings, Oracle Garden readings for the month of June. Let me know if you want a reading. Thank you, everybody, for popping in and sharing part of your day with me. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. You sure can, Jessica. You sure can, my friend. Hi, Karen. It's good to see you. All right, Jessica, we will do your reading for you. What is coming up for Jessica Lynn in the month of June? Spirit, what can we tell Jessica about the month of June for her? All righty. So we have your amethyst as well as your orange calcite that is landed in the month of, in the element of earth. So we'll start there. So amethyst is your spirit. And we start with the amethyst in the element of earth. So spirit transforming, but not yet finished. So going through something, but not completed yet, right? Now, the orange calcite represents your mind, and that is also in the element of earth. Final thoughts on a situation are coming. So, not sure if you are aware that you are doing some transformative thing or not, but it so far it's looking like as you progress through the month of June, you're going to become aware that you have gone through a shift of sorts. Next, let's go to your sodalite, which is your clarity. That's in the element of water. It says you have the clarity that you need. Follow one of the paths and use your life force to resolve your situations. So these thoughts, this transformative stage that you're going through, this clarity that's coming to you, is going to help sort of propel the thoughts, therefore, to be able to see things in a clearer light, right? So, in other words, what I mean by that is, today it's like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know what is happening. 3 days from now, it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. When we have those moments where nothing makes sense and then suddenly everything just like fits together, right? We find all four corners of the puzzle. That's what I feel is happening for you. Hi, V Doyle. Thank you for being here. All right, let's move to the to your soda. Sorry, not your sodalite. Yes, this is your sodalite. This is your sodalite. This is your fuchsite. And so I read the wrong thing to you, and I apologize. So your fuchsite is your body, and that helps with grounding elements. And the sodalite is your clarity, and that is be sure your thoughts are clear. So it's basically the same thing, right? I don't know if there's a decision that's going to be coming up for you in the month of June. And what I mean by that, I mean, it could be a specific thing, or it could be just a generalization, like what I said before about, things don't make sense, and all of a sudden it's like all your planets align. But it feels like you're putting a little extra pressure on yourself to figure something out. And the more pressure you put on yourself to figure it out, the less sense that it makes, right? So this is where that meditation and that journaling is going to come in, bringing that clarity towards you. Now things are making sense to me as I'm saying this. Okay, so lastly, you have your pyrite, which is in the tree of life, which is harmony. Okay, pyrite is your grounding stone. And for the tree of life and harmony, you've got fool's gold, is the deception of not recognizing abundance beyond the physical. Learn that lesson for harmony. So this is about, counting our blessings and being grateful and recognizing the blessings and the abundance that we have, the beauty all around us, and embracing that, right? So I would suggest in the month of June to journal, to meditate, and also to sort of step outside yourself, right? Whenever I'm feeling this way, I step outside and I sort of like look in my garden and I see all of the flowers blooming, and, I hear the birds chirping and, the insects crawling around. And I think about, just the miracles that are happening all around me. And it sort of takes me away from, you know, my everyday issues, if that makes sense. So the month of June is going to be, I think, very calming. I don't know that it starts out that way, but I feel like it ends that way for you. All good things for Jessica. All good things for Jessica. All right, so let us go to Karen now. Karen, there you are, up on the board. I'm not going to keep you up there because it sort of impedes what I'm doing. But Karen, you're welcome, Jessica. I hope it resonates, my friend. I hope it makes sense. All right, Karen, what is going on for Karen in the month of June? Spirit, what does she need to know for the month of June for Karen? All right, so our pyrite rolled right off the board, so we're going to put it in the third eye, which is right there. It did make sense? Okay, excellent. Hi, Jan's Free. Okay, so you have 3 stones that have landed in sort of dual tiles here. So we're going to start with the pyrite, which is in the third eye chakra, which is your insight, okay? And the pyrite, again, is your grounding stone. So brings an abundance to life, including manifesting your vision. That's a lovely way to start, isn't it? So brings an abundance to life, including manifesting your vision. Okay. Now we're going to go to the sodalite. And the sodalite has landed in the element of air. Sodalite, again, is your clarity. Be sure your thoughts are clear. So I think that what this is about is, what do you want? And are you focused on what you want? Right? Are you really trying to bring that vision to life, if that makes sense? Okay, now your orange calcite, you can see it landed in air and in water. It's right on the line there, so we're going to read both. Okay, so in air for orange calcite, which is your mind, thoughts are all important. And I feel like what this is about is like keeping the thoughts positive, right? Being very mindful to take any sort of negativity or critiques out of your verbiage in terms of what you want and how you're going to get there. Now, if we read the water side of that, let go of limitations. So far what we have is being very conscious and being very clear-minded about what it is that you want, and really lifting yourself up, empowering yourself, taking any negativity away, right? Being conscious of the negative thoughts and what that can do to us, okay? Now we move to the fuchsite. The fuchsite is your body, and it landed in the element of water and in go for it. So we'll read water first, which says, helps from grounding elements. So helping from grounding elements when it comes to our body is being out in nature, you know, putting your hands in the soil. Maybe you're going to do some gardening. Just being outside in nature is great for grounding in my personal experience. You know, water is great for restorative and cleansing sort of vibes. So maybe have a water fountain, or maybe live near a lake or something like that. Make sure you're bringing that towards yourself in the month of June to be able to bring in that peace, and then that clarity comes, right? Now we go to go for it. And the go for it says movement is easy. So again, we're piecing this together, right? We've got the manifesting, we've got the positivity, and we've got the blessings, right? The grounding and the blessings that are coming from nature, right? To keep us cleansed and rejuvenated. Now we move to our amethyst. Amethyst is between true and water, so we'll read water first. Amethyst, it represents our spirit. Transmutation is completed. So in the month of June, this cycle that you're in is going to complete this transformative process where you're going to start thinking more positively, seeing more positively, being more positive. Not saying that you're negative now, but the positivity is really amped up. In true, it says, spirit goes forward in harmony with a plan. So all of these things are lining up so that when the month of June is sort of presented to you, right, and this transmutation or transformation has completed, you are going to see things in a very different light. Now, I just want to remind you that the month of June, what is it about? Well, one of the biggest things that we do in the month of June is celebrate the summer solstice. I think about summer, and I just said this in my Sunday Oracle message. I think about summer, about barbecues and being around friends and family. It just, there's like a joyous sort of vibe about summer, right? You feel the embrace of the sun and all the beauty that is out in nature, and it just puts that little extra pep in your step. And I feel like this is what's happening for you in the month of June. Starting a new job. Well, there's the pep in your step. I love that. That's awesome. Congratulations, Karen, on starting a new job. I love that. Jan's Free wants a reading, and V Doyle wants a reading. So in this new job, you may feel, I don't know that you're going to feel like overwhelmed. I don't feel overwhelmed, but you might, like it's new, right? And we don't like new things, and sometimes we feel a little out of place. And so I think that just keeping your eye on the prize and why you wanted the new thing in the first place, keeping yourself grounded while you see that, and or while you start that, I think is going to go a long way for you to be able to just go day by day and take it in stride, if that makes sense. I love that for you. Good for you. All right, let's do Jan's Free. All right, Jan's Free. What is happening in the month of June for Jan's Free? What does she need to know, Spirit? Jan's Free. All right. All right, so your amethyst landed in third eye, which is insight. And your amethyst, again, represents your spirit. Spirit helps your vision see around the corner. Okay, now we're going to go to your orange calcite, which landed in your crown chakra, which is enlightenment. Orange calcite is for your mind. Position of the mind in your situation is bringing change. So far in the month of June, Jan's Free, it feels like whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're wanting, is going to happen. And Spirit's sort of like, shining a light on that. They're leading you down a path. And you help that by being tuned into Spirit. So your spirituality your spiritual side of yourself, you may feel is amped up in the month of June. Let's go to the pyrite, which is your grounding stone, which is landed in Go For It. All is aligned with your values. So you're very grounded in the month of June, which is why the spiritual connection is high, is heightened, is enlightened. We have the fuchsite in the element of water. Fuchsite, again, is your body. Helps with grounding, helps from grounding elements. Now, it's interesting because when you piece them all together, they make complete sense, right? So you are grounded, things are clear, things are balanced, there's harmony around you. Pay attention to your dreams. Look for different signs and synchronicities throughout the month of June, Jansfree, because you may be getting lots of messages. Messages could be in abundance from spirit in the month of June. All right, now we go to our sodalite. Landed in the past, sodalite is your clarity. Use lessons you have learned for answers. Use lessons that you have learned for answers. Well, what is that about? Let's pull a card on that, because I don't know what that's about. What is that about? Morning, G. Covington. Sure thing, love. Can you just clarify that, Spirit? Clarify that last one. Stability. So, I'm not sure if, and I'm not asking you to say this in the comments. I'm just saying how I feel. If you're the type of person when things are good, that you almost anticipate, well, something bad's got to be happening because I'm not usually, things don't go this well for me. If it's that kind of line of thinking, this is why this vision and this grounding, right? Enjoy the moment. One step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. Don't worry about the destination, worry about the journey. Like, live in the moment, right? Embrace the moment. I think that that's what's going to help with the stability and this harmony that is coming from the grounding. If that made sense the way that I just articulated that. Hopefully it did. All right. V. Doyle. V. Doyle. V. Doyle. V. Doyle would like to know what my guides would like me to know, or her to know, in the month of June. All right. For V. Doyle, what do we need to know for the month of June, Spirit? For V. Doyle. Coming towards V. Doyle in the month of June. Yeah. And listen, Jansfree, I know it's harder said than done. But like, each day is a new opportunity, right? Each day is a new possibility. And I really want you to think of each new day as a foot forward, right? Try that. Every day is an opportunity to wipe the slate clean from yesterday and start over. right? It is an opportunity. It's a possibility. No door is shut kind of attitude. And that's going to help keep you positive. Remember that anxiety is based on fear. And when we procrastinate or put off doing something, really what we're doing is increasing our fear. Right? Because procrastination is requiring you to like do double duty, right? The energy that you're putting into pretending like you're not thinking about something that's potentially a problem or an issue, rather than just dealing with it. Try that. And also celebrate any achievement. I don't care how small it is. Celebrate all achievements. All right. So V-Doyle. Let's start out with your pyrite, which is in the throat chakra, which is truth on this board. Pyrite is your grounding. And what we have here is boost self-esteem for your own self-expression. Boost your self-esteem for your own self-expression. So this is honoring your self, honoring your person, honoring your presence, right? Your throat chakra is blue. So blue stones will help with the opening of the throat chakra. Singing sometimes can really help to open up your throat chakra. Really listen to yourself. Listen to what you say. And if you feel like you're holding yourself back, do things to encourage yourself to speak your truth. And let's say that you have something that you want to say and you feel like you can't say it because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. You don't have to say it to the person. You could say it to a mirror. You could write it down. You could go for a walk and say it out loud. You can say it to spirit. Right? Just make sure that you're honoring your truth. That seems important. Okay, we have our orange calcite, which landed in the element of earth. And the orange calcite represents your mind. And what we have for the orange calcite in earth is final thoughts on a situation is coming. So far, it's looking like there's been something that has occurred or something that is going to occur that has caused you to feel like you can't say how you feel, or you're worried about saying how you feel, or like you're not being heard, your voice isn't being recognized, whether it be by yourself or by others. Now we move to the fuchsite, and the fuchsite is our body. That is in the element of fire. Okay, and it says embody your past. So this situation or this feeling has happened to you before, and there is a lesson that you have learned before, which will help you to be able to move forward, if that makes sense. Your amethyst also landed in the element of fire, and your amethyst is for spirit, and it says thoughts from past are clouding or enlightening ideas. So again, tune into, this feels familiar. What did I do the last time? How did I handle this the last time? Right? Take the positive out of the last time and apply that to this time so that you can move forward and also break the fear and the cycle of things repeating themselves, right? Or patterns sort of repeating themselves where you start to feel stuck. Your sodalite, hello, landed in all the tiles, so bear with me, okay? So sodalite is your clarity, okay? So we're going to start with the element of water, okay? You have the clarity that you need. Follow one of the paths and use your life force to resolve your situation, okay? Now we move to true. Ideas are correct. Now we move to the tree of life, and that says your path is blessed with clarity and wisdom. Now we move to the crown chakra. When the stone falls here, all will become clear. I did not make that up. Now we move to future. Ideas planted at this time will flourish. Now we move to air. And air says, be sure your thoughts are clear. So, to recap, this feeling of being stifled or not being able to say how you feel or what you think, you're going to have to do a little bit of work to increase your belief that you can say how you feel, right? Think about putting up boundaries. Think about doing things to protect yourself. Boundaries aren't about anyone else. They're about you. It's about protecting your energy, right? And then we have this whole embracing the past. This situation or how you deal with things in general is important to bring this whole thing to a beautiful end that is going to leave you feeling confident and empowered and fulfilled when it's over. So the month of June is going to be a little, I don't want to say intense, but it's going to be emotional and it's going to be deep for you, I feel. And I believe that at the end of it, you are going to feel, like when you go to the hairdresser and you get your hair cut and or styled, or you kind of walk out and you're like, okay, where can I go? Like you feel like, Mary Tyler Moore when she throws her hat up at the beginning of her show. You know what I mean? Like it's got that kind of feel about it. It's very joyous, very fulfilling, very positive. I love that for you. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Gypsy JJ. How's everybody doing? I got you, Gypsy JJ. All right, so I hope that helps, V Doyle. Hope that makes sense. All right. So we did Karen, we did James Free, we did V Doyle. All right, G Covington. Okay, G Covington says, okay. G Covington, for the month of June, what's happening in the month of June for G Covington? What do we need to know, Spirit? All right, we're going to start with our pyrite, which is landed in true. Pyrite, again, is your grounding. Seeing clearly is how we start, which is a great way to start, that you're seeing things clearly. Now we move to your amethyst, and it's in future. Hi, Ellen. Oh, thank you, my friend. I hope that your June is wonderful as well. Blessings. All right. So amethyst is spirit. And in future, we have be patient. The transmutation is not ready. So we're going through something, right? We're going through something, leveling up, enlightening, a shift, transformation. Our orange calcite, which represents our mind, is between future and present. So we will go to future first. Think of the situation in the future sense. In the present, it says signs and clues are present now. So sometimes when we are trying to sort through something or trying to figure something out, we don't always see the things that are right in front of us, or we're second guessing them. And I'm feeling a strong pull to second guessing. Like I'm not believing what I'm seeing, or I'm, just passing that off. Let's continue. We're going to go to your fuchsite, which landed in the element of fire. Your fuchsite represents your body, and that says embody your past. Your sodalite landed in the element of earth, and that says you have many paths ahead of you. The correct one will appear in the future. So I'm going to pull a card on that. Again, with that second guessing, sort of passing things off, like not listening to your intuition kind of vibe, right? Like this happened, and what does it mean? 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 But like, you know what it means, but you're not listening to yourself, right? You're not tapping into that. You're not paying attention to the signs and the symbols. It's sort of like I can't see the trees for the forest, kind of. If I'm trying to express it in words, that's what I'm feeling. This is similar to an earlier reading that I did in terms of, paying attention to the journey, not the destination. Right? We don't have to have all of the answers. We've got willow spirit and flexibility. So, you know how I love to say about putting your rubber band around yourself as if you were the bumper car, so that as you navigate, you can like bounce back and off of and dodge different obstacles. I kind of feel like that is what I'm trying to say, and I don't know if I'm doing a really good job of articulating it, but like, don't be so hard on yourself. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have everything figured out. It is totally okay for you to just take a step at a time and live in the moment of that step at a time. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what's coming for you in the month of June is a lesson in just taking it day by day, moment by moment, not having all the answers. That's what we've got. All right. That is for G. Covington. Thank you so much for asking the question. And now we will go to Miss Gypsy JJ. Thank you, V. Doyle. I did not design this. I was Nancy Jean from Nancy Jean's Garden does the Oracle Garden. This is how I came to find the Oracle Garden, and I just really resonate with it. So I will leave in the description box below if you're interested in getting an Oracle Garden where you can go to get one. Whoops, sorry. Helps if it's right side up. Good grief. Comes in a tube like this, and you get all of the things here. All right. So for Gypsy JJ for the month of June, Spirit, what does Gypsy JJ need to know for the month of June? All right. Your pyrite roll right off the mat. All right, so we're going to start with your pyrite, which is your grounding stone. Again, you guys will have this memorized by the time we're done. It landed in your throat chakra, which is your truth. And here we go. Boost self-esteem for our own self-expression. Okay. Your amethyst also landed in the throat chakra and the truth. Spirit shines through self-expression. So there's like a stop. I don't know if that makes sense, but like a hesitation, I want to say I'm feeling. I almost feel like my throat is constricted as I'm saying this. There feels like a hesitation or like, oh, I don't know if I should, you know what I mean? Kind of vibe. Let us continue. So your sodalite landed in the solar plexus chakra and restate. So we will go to the solar plexus chakra first. Again, the sodalite is your clarity, right? So your solar plexus chakra is your power seat, right at the base of your spine. More than one way to express power and move forward. So this is all about fulfillment and living your best life, you know, shining by example, shining your light. It's that kind of vibe I'm picking up. Now let's go to restate. Restate says dilemma not well defined. Now, I don't know what's going on, but whatever's going on has made you hesitate, stop, feel like you can't say how you feel or express yourself so that you feel heard, accepted. And that's an awful feeling. Orange calcite has landed in the element of earth. Orange calcite, again, is your mind. Final thoughts on a situation are coming. I want to say to you, Gypsy JJ, that I think it's so important that you journal, that you have conversations with spirit, right? Maybe do some mirror work where you're having a conversation with your reflection and really speaking your truth, allowing yourself the opportunity to say how you feel without judgment, because you're talking to your reflection, right? Your fuchsite has landed in the sacral chakra, that is your body, and in the sacral chakra, which is about your creativity, energy will be freed by using creativity. Now, I have said a whole bunch of times at nauseum on this channel that one of the ways that I deal with my anxiety is by channeling my creativity. I just find that I can focus on something. It's like a distraction, and somehow or somewhere in the middle of that distraction, all of a sudden I'm not worried about the thing that I was worried about before. I'm not anxious about the thing I was anxious about before. And at the end of it, I'm happy, I'm calm, and I've created this beautiful thing because I'm tapping into my passion, right? I'm speaking to and communicating with my heart, like the thing that I really want to be doing, right? If there's something that you do, maybe it's cooking, crocheting, whatever. If there's something that you do that brings you great joy, great passion, channel this. I'm not being heard and I'm not allowed to be who I need to be. I can't be myself into this to be able to have some clarity. And the reward in this creative pursuit is going to help not only with your self-expression, because creativity is a form of self-expression. It will also help. It will also help to clear out those doubts, right? Because you've got this beautiful thing at the end of it. It's like a bonus, if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense, Gypsy JJ. I'm going to flip the camera back up so you guys can see me. I am here, I promise. I'm not just... I'm not just hiding. So that's what I got for you, Gypsy JJ. Hope that made sense. Hope it resonates. How are you guys doing? So, did I forget anybody? Hopefully I haven't forgotten anybody. Thanks for hanging out with me and joining me today. I appreciate you guys. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day and a great week and a great month of June. My allergies are so bad. My nose has been itchy, my eyes have been itchy, my throat has been itchy for like the last 2 weeks. And every day I open up the weather network that we have here in Canada, and it gives you like the pollen sort of rate, and the pollen is like, off the charts high. I'm like, thanks. And of course, when it rains, it's even worse because at least that's my experience. It just sort of bounces it all around, right? Move the camera out of the way. You're very welcome, V Doyle. I'm glad that I'm glad that that you were here, and thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. All right, friends, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you so much for joining me. Truly, truly appreciate the support. And I hope that you have a great week ahead. I'm going to pack up the Oracle Garden, and I am going to do some stuff. What I don't know, but it's Sunday, so anything can happen. All right, friends, have yourselves a great week ahead, and I will see you when we see each other again. And until then, I wish you many, many blessings. Mwah. Bye, everybody.